In a realm painted with starlight and moonbeams, where rivers flowed with liquid silver and flowers sang lullabies, lived Princess Aurelia. She wasn't just any princess. She was a fairy princess, with wings spun from dawn's first light and a heart full of wonder. Her home, the Crystal Kingdom, was a paradise. Every need was met, every day was perfect, and every fairy lived in blissful harmony. Yet for Aurelia, something was missing. From her crystal balcony, she would gaze for hours at a distant swirling sphere of blue and green. Her tutor, a wise old sprite named Delirious, told her it was called Earth. He spoke of its chaotic seasons, its fleeting moments, and its mortals. Beings who lived short, passionate lives filled with joy and sorrow, love and loss. While other fairies shuddered at the thought of such imperfection, Aurelia was captivated. She saw not chaos but vibrant life. She saw not fleeting moments, but precious memories. Aurelia began to learn everything she could about Earth. She read ancient scrolls that described human emotions, laughter that could fill a room, tears that could heal a wound, courage that could move mountains. She learned about their creations, music that could stir the soul, art that captured fleeting beauty, and stories that carried legacies across generations. The more she learned, the more she yearned to experience it herself. One evening, as the twin moons of her realm cast a soft glow, Aurelia made a decision. She approached her parents, the king and queen, their crowns shimmering like constellations.
"Mother, father,"
she said, her voice steady despite her racing heart. "I wish to visit Earth. I wish to live among the mortals." Gasps echoed through the throne room. The queen's eyes filled with worry. "My dear, why would you leave perfection for a world of struggle and pain? Here you are safe. You are eternal. But am I truly living?" Aurelia replied softly. "Here, every day is the same beautiful song. On Earth, every day is a new verse, a new melody. I want to feel the rain on my skin, not just watch it from a crystal window. I want to earn my joy, not just have it given to me. I want to know what it means to love something so much you'd risk losing it." Her father, the king, looked at his daughter, seeing not a foolish child but a brave adventurer. He saw the same fire in her eyes that had once led him to explore the Whispering Woods, a forbidden part of their own kingdom. He understood her yearning for the unknown. With a heavy heart, he granted her wish, but with a condition. She would have to surrender her wings and her immortality. If she chose to go to Earth, she could never return. It was a one-way journey. The choice was immense. An eternity of perfect, serene existence versus a single, fragile lifetime of unpredictable, profound experience. For Aurelia, the choice was clear. She wanted the mésalliances, the struggle, the vibrant, breathtaking chaos of being human. A grand ceremony was held, not of celebration, but of a bittersweet farewell. One by one, the fairies of the Crystal Kingdom came to say goodbye, each touching her wings for the last time. As the final ray of the twin moons set, Aurelia closed her eyes. Her magnificent wings dissolved into a shower of golden dust, and her immortal light softened into the warm, gentle glow of a human soul. She awoke not in a palace, but in a meadow filled with wildflowers she'd only read about. The air smelled of damp earth and sweet pollen. A gentle breeze, not magically controlled but wild and free, rustled her hair. She took a deep breath, and for the first time, she felt the crisp, cool air fill her lungs. It was exhilarating. Her new life was far from easy. She had to learn to find food, to build shelter, to understand the complex dance of human society. She experienced hunger, cold, and loneliness, feelings completely alien to her. There were days she huddled under a makeshift lean-to, shivering in the rain, and wondered if she'd made a terrible mistake. The memory of her warm, perfect home was a painful ache in her heart. But then there were other moments. A stranger, an old woman from a nearby village, found her and offered her a warm bowl of soup and a place by her fire, asking for nothing in return. Aurelia learned this was called kindness. She got a job helping a baker, her hands covered in flour, and felt the satisfaction of creating something with her own labor. She learned this was called pride. She made friends. They laughed together until their sides hurt. They shared secrets under the starry night sky, a sky with only one moon, but one that seemed to hold a universe of stories. She fell in love with a young musician whose melodies spoke of all the things she was just beginning to understand. Hope, longing, and a deep, abiding joy. His music wasn't as technically perfect as the fairy songs, but it had something more. It had heart. One day, while walking through the woods, she stumbled and scraped her knee. It was a small cut, but it bled, and it hurt. As she sat there, looking at the small drop of red on her skin, she didn't feel fear or regret. Instead, a strange sense of peace washed over her. This pain was real. It was proof that she was alive, that her body was a part of this world. And she knew it would heal. She was learning resilience. Years passed. Aurelia lived a full, rich life. She experienced the profound joy of holding her own child, feeling a love so powerful it dwarfed anything she had ever known in her perfect, immortal past. She also experienced the deep sorrow of losing loved ones, a heartbreak that felt like it would tear her apart. Yet through it all, she discovered that sorrow and joy were not opposites, but two sides of the same beautiful coin. The depth of her grief was a measure of the depth of her love. As an old woman, with hair as white as the snows of her first earthly winter, Aurelia would often sit by her window, looking up at the night sky. She wondered if her family could see her. She never regretted her choice. The Crystal Kingdom was a beautiful memory, a perfect story from another life. But Earth, with all its imperfections, its struggles, its fleeting moments, this was home. She had traded an eternity of predictable peace for a single lifetime of authentic experience. She learned that true bravery isn't about being fearless. It's about feeling the fear and choosing to live and love anyway. The fairy princess who chose Earth found that the most magical kingdom of all wasn't made of crystal and starlight, but of love, loss, and the incredible, messy, beautiful journey of being human. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed Aurelia's story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tales that explore the magic within our own world. See you next time.